So I've played about 2 hours of that Conarium.
Yeah,
Conarium?
words.
According to the definition of Conarium or Conarium, it's basically cone shape, like pine cone shaped.
Okay.
Anyway, several moments of like really good atmospheric scares
Oh,
in the first 2 hours already. I'm a little
nice.
stuck at the moment, which is kind of unfortunately led to the point that the atmosphere ain't doing much anymore because I'm stuck. And because it's a relatively new game, there's no help yet.
Right.
Alright. I'd say that's plenty of uranium for the moment. Alright. Is there room for me to dock down here, or should I go around the other side?
You should have plenty of room for that.
Okay. Is there, of course there are, because it's a hydrogen ship. When this is unloaded, I might get a couple loads of ice and take it to the Manta.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. I don't have a connector on her right now, but
Oh, I can
because
stick
they
one on.
weren't working.
Right. I can stick a temporary one on. It's kind of strange that there's more... Oh, because there's 4 as opposed to 2. Never mind.
More reverse thrust than back thrust?
Yep.
Or forward thrust?
Yep.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Yellow. That is such a beautiful sight, especially after last week.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Alright. Oh, not there. Refineries. Alright, it's taken in. It's taken in. That's taken in.
Oh, wow. That's... Dude,
Hmm?
you need to come in here and look at the hammer. It's like there's a swarm of bees at the hammer.
Oh, I seen him returning. Where you at? Oh, dude, I'm going now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen him returning back through the base, and I was like, whoa. It was pretty cool. I'm still kind of curious as what this does to the surrounding voxels, if anything at all. Or if there's like just a set limit of what it'll pull.
Don't know.
Me neither.
Maybe it turns the voxels to stone?
Maybe. I mean, that would be cool if it did.
Yeah.
While that's unloading and doing what it does, let's pull off 2 yield mods, put on 2 speed mods. Or should I do 3 speed mods? Or all speed mods? I think I'll do all speed mods.
I don't know. That's
Uh,
up to you.
yeah, I'm going to do all speed mods. I'd rather it feed it a lot faster than yielding more. Speed mod. And it looks like the nanite reactor is getting more uranium than it's consuming.
That's good.
Yeah, but that also means we're going to have to keep it fed. Actually, it'll be feeding itself, never mind. Which is going to beg the question, how much uranium should we carry to each of the factories out in the asteroids, because not all of them are going to have uranium deposits.
Right, but, I mean, we can try and look for ones that do.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, she is a jump ship.
Yeah.
I think the inventory glitch is back, or I'm having some lag.
I say it's you having lag, because I have yet to have that issue.
Probably is. I'll give it a
Stay
minute and try
away
again.
from me. Don't infect my computer with your...
Have the lag. Alright.
I've had some pretty good lag.
Yeah, I did too when it was saving a while ago. I did bump up the save to 15 minutes.
Okay.
Because it was on 5 minutes before. Alright, I can't seem to pull out the uranium from the small container inside the Minimura and put it into the station. before I relog, can you tell me whether or not it's actually there? So if it is there, I know it's just lag and being silly.
Inventory. Uranium. I don't see anything other than the large reactors on the mini-mod that has uranium in it.
Okay, I'm relogging. Yay! Yeah, it's all good now. Time to go to ice. Be wary. It's still floating around.
What?
That glitch.
Oh.
Sage, you have got to make this easier to get into, man. It's just nuts. There. Where's it at? Where'd it go? There it is.
Okay.
You know, speaking about things outside of Babylon 5, I have seen someone do a... Oh, am I? Okay. That was tricking me. I guess it was a garage kit, because I don't think it was a retail kit, but it was a model of the actual B5 station.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I might be switching back to my trackball.
Oh?
Yep.
Just used to it?
Yeah. I mean, this is fine and all, but having to keep moving the mouse around to readjust is quite annoying.
Yeah, I guess if you're just used to it.
Yeah. Boop. And unload. Why are you not unloading?
Yeah, that's not happening.
Because the oxygen generator is full. You only got 2 generators on the,
Yeah.
Okay.
Because pretty much she's just there to,
Maneuver.
Yeah.
Okay. Azimuth containers. So we will do that. And let's park her down below where she was. She really is the mini Murrah now, with the drill components.
Yep. Oh, I knew she was going to end up with drills on her at some point.
Yeah. And with that, I am putting a shield generator on the station.
What'd you do? Ram the station?
No, I got kind of close to the nanite foundry.
Yes.
Alright, speaking of, let's... there's all them little bees. That's crazy. Ooh, that's a bunch of iron ingots. Let's see how many's in the actual containers up here, if they're actually going in there. Ow. Azimuth. Don't look like the azimuth containers are being used.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Probably because we haven't built up enough to push it out of the,
Refinery?
the arc reactors because of how many there are, holding 40,000 liters each.
Yeah.
It'd be a while before they start pushing it out. Let's check a reactor here. Oh yeah, building comfortably. We're up to 30 ingots in the nanite reactor.
Nice.
And let's check our home reactor here, see if we're still producing or we're consuming. Oh, definitely producing. We're up to 85 in here. Very good, very good. That makes me happy. So very happy. Alright, so that's taken care of. And we know this concept here work. We probably don't need that many. Using this as an example, as slowly as it's pulling stuff, we could probably get away with like 3 or 4 art refineries, furnaces for the other white metals or black metals.
Yeah.
And just 1 refinery for everything else.
Okay.
Or really, how slowly it's pulling, we could probably get away with just a refinery. Anyway, now that that's under control, and you said you did want to start using the nanite to build the mini mirrors, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I put a sorter on the back side of this pointing out? No, because then it won't let anything in. Let's see. Pointing in. The sorters are one way. It won't...
Yes.
Okay. So if I point it out, I point it in, nothing will flow back through, and ores will be stopped from going back in. Okay. That should be the only thing we need to do. Just blacklist the ores from passing through, and it should be able to grab anything else it needs.
Right.
Okay. So that's good there. Now, your little hole here passes up through here and connects here, which there is conveyors, which all that should be connected to the azimuth stuff. Oh, goodness. Lunch is coming back to attack me. Dinner, rather. Let's see here. I gotta cheat a little bit. F8.
Oh, wait. They're called oxygen. Oh.
These conveyors here go to there, go to there, and all that's connected up here. Hookly dookly. Now, that's coming down through. Oh, coming down through here and there.
Plus, having a larger combat ship will mean if we find where we're going with our resource stuff,
right,
or where we want to take things with our resources, and need to
clear out a pirate nest.
Yeah. This will give us. I may put a jump drive on it just for that purpose. Originally, I wasn't going to, but
I painted myself into a corner.
I hate when that happens.
Yep. Ah, here we go. Now, what you saying?
Oh, about this ship in particular. I'm building it so that we can combat a lot of stuff, or it's more of a defensive than an offensive.
I dig
It'll
it.
be offensive because we can take control of the turrets. But these are one of the turrets that I have seen work in created this past week.
Okay. Man, you know what I'm really craving besides this alcohol right now?
Nope.
Good cup of deep, rich, very, very strong coffee. Like freshly ground French roast. Maybe even Italian. Something dark. Unfortunately, all I have is Pete's coffee, and it's not that great. Caught it on sale, and it was, yeah. Hey, I told you to place. Thank you. Hmm?
I didn't realize I was almost out of oxygen.
That could be an issue.
Yeah, let me in. Thank you.
Don't get caught up like I did.
No.
That was scary. That was actually quite funny. I had to stick that one at the head of the video.
Yeah, well, in my videos you can hear your whole panicking sequence, but what sort of should I put the shield capacitors on here or the flux core?
Being as defensive, I would probably think the capacitors. That way it holds its charge longer. And when we start seeing it red, we just need to get the hell out of Dodge and yeah.
Boot and scoot.
Right.
Alright.
Because as we found out, a full charge on a large shield setup will protect you from a head-on collision.
This is going to be two small, large ships.
Okay. Okay, we're all piped up.
Nice.
So it should be able to begin building slowly because, no modules on it.
Right.
The other Minimura. And projection construction is online.
Okay.
Alright, that's done. And this is starting to look like the Manta.
Well, I mean, pretty much the entire layout of it is figured out now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it looks like the Manta, because it's much more combat, and the Manta is much more freighter.
Well, yeah, but it has an overarching theme to your fleet now. Alright. So all of my engineering over here, all of my construction and plumbing and electrical are done.
Okay.
My contractor work is done. I think. Should be. The purplish pink ones are the construction bits, aren't they?
Purplish pink.
Ouch!
I think so.
Let's go check to see.
Yes.
Yep, it's doing its thing. That'll be a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that was that. I guess I could start laying down my own combat ship.
Yeah, I think that's what you said you were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to go with a large grid or a small grid?
I'm not sure. I think with you building a large grid, I think I might actually focus on a small.
Okay.
And that way it would be something small and supplementary and something that could be lost without crying over it. And we could actually have it connected to this. And it would be like a what was those little fish that hung under sharks again? Remora.
Ducks.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorite things in Babylon 5. When Londo's, what are those things humans have? They're small, go meow, keep them as pets. Ducks.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have some breaking.
Oh.
And I will have left right.
Oh, crap.
I haven't built any.
The connector is full of steel tubes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like jam full.
Yeah. I noticed. I've been working around it.
I don't like working around things. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, God. I don't know if because things were updating. Anyway, as I was dragging the tubes out of the connector over to what I thought was one of the azimuth containers, everything shunted back up to the top, and I was shifting it from connector to connector. And it felt like that old high school trick where you write this big old note on a sheet of paper and says, "To keep stupid people entertained, turn sheet over."
Yes.
Yeah, kind of felt like that.
Were you entertained?
Yes, for a moment, actually, I was. I'll admit to it.
Are you not entertained?
I'll admit to it. Ooh, we do have the sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think for this ship's function, that would be a decent item to have.
Considering, I think that what would be best is you would be able to, with your little ship, take out the guns on whatever we're shooting at, and I would pretty much cover you with my ship against all the assailants and crap that would spawn in.
Right. Alright, so let's start with you.
Lord, the sheer number of large steel tubes we have.
Yep.
Hey, we're doing pretty good. We have 3 ships being built simultaneously.
Yeah, man. Displays. How many of those do we have floating around in here? Almost none. Yeah, there's some right there. Okay. Where is my glass being made?
So I've got those lined up.
Cockpit is dead. Let's get some of that fuzzy green going on here.
Toss these back, and I need some.
If I could remember what fuzzy purple was, I would use that. I don't remember what the color combination was for that deep purple. Okay, now this would be connected. Maybe hitching a ride with it. And I can fill up on oxygen while I'm out. Speaking of, I'm almost out. And I haven't used the first bit of hydrogen yet.